Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Savance. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show for you guys here today. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So, as you guys know, that 42-page lawsuit that dropped not too long ago really shook up the internet. That was involving where they named people like Joy Taylor, Charlie Dixon, and Skip Bayless in the lawsuit. There was some things being alleged by a former hairstylist that used to work at FS1, and a lot of people reacted to it. People gave their thoughts on it, and then we reported on some news that came out from articles from websites, like Front Office Sports, Awful Announcing, and others that were essentially highlighting the fact that Joy Taylor had been missing in action ever since the Super Bowl. And some people began to speculate whether or not she had actually been suspended, right? There was some speculation there. Certainly these websites were speculating that, and therefore we reacted to that story. Ever since then, we didn't hear much about it. And then today I woke up this morning and some pretty interesting information came across my desk here. And this is actually from Front Office Sports, and it has the following headline. It says, Joy Taylor returns to FS1 speak after 2 weeks absence. The Fox Sports personality returned Monday afternoon after she was sidelined by the network for 2 weeks. And I'm like, this is a pretty interesting development here that we definitely want to get into. But before we even get into what this article entails, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. PrizePicks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on PrizePicks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love PrizePicks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. Okay, so let's get into what this report had to say here. It says, Joy Taylor returned to FS1 Speak on Monday after being away for 2 weeks. There was no direct mention of her absence, but she did say that in the introduction that it's good to be here. And when she was asked by her co-hosts Keyshawn and Paul Pierce and Michael Irvin how they were doing, Irvin answered, better now, as everyone chuckled. Earlier Monday, Front Office Sports confirmed a report from Andrew Marchand of The Athletic that Taylor had been expected to return. Taylor was off air because she had been sidelined by the network, FOS reported. Along with FS1's boss Charlie Dixon and former network talent Skip Bayless, Taylor was named in a lawsuit by former FS1 hairstylist Nushin Faraji. Dixon was placed on leave from FS1 after he was named in a second lawsuit by former on-air personality Julie Stewart-Binks, according to The Athletic. Bayless and Taylor have both denied the allegations brought against them in the suit. Speak airs on weekdays at 5 p.m. Eastern. So what are my thoughts about this new development? Again, as I said in some of the shows prior to this news here, I'm not close to the situation. The vast majority of the people that are following this story are not close to it. So I don't know what's going on. Given some of the language in the article, some of the quotes saying it's good to be here, and they were saying finally, it's kind of like a sigh of relief. One could only assume that maybe things have been ironed out, right? Maybe the network is deciding to stick by Joy Taylor. Maybe there's no harm there. There's no foul play or whatever it is. Because for them to reinstate her and put her back on television, that basically indicates a vote of confidence from Fox Sports 1 in Joy Taylor. So now what happens? Well, the last time we reported on this story, FS1 was actually handed a devastating court decision that we actually covered, and this was from an Awful Announcing report. I just want to quickly go over some of the details there. It essentially says the headline: Fox's motion to move workplace misconduct lawsuit to federal court has been denied. It says Fox Sports has hit a snag in its defense of the bombshell workplace misconduct lawsuit filed by former hairstylist earlier this year. A court filing submitted to the Los Angeles Supreme Court on Monday denied Fox's motion to move the workplace misconduct lawsuit to federal court. Instead, the case will be heard in the Los Angeles Superior Court, where the original lawsuit was filed. Now, the article then goes on to give some important details. It says, amongst the most shocking accusations, Faraji claims bailiff's proposition to pay her $1.5 million for sex. Taylor discriminated against her on the basis of her ethnicity, and Dixon touched her inappropriately at a party. However, Faraji's original lawsuit also included less salacious accusations, including claims that Fox failed to provide proper overtime compensation. Now, it does say this: Fox used these allegations to attempt to move the case to federal court, which the network presumably saw as a more favorable jurisdiction for the case, right? So FS1 was dealt some type of legal blow. But now that Joy Taylor is back, this just opens up more room for speculation. Well, what does it mean? Is her name clear? Is nothing going to happen? Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? But what I do know is that there is some truth to this lawsuit. And the truth is that Charlie Dixon was named in a separate lawsuit. And therefore, he needed to be put on leave or suspended or whatever it is. Right? This is the same person now being mentioned in a totally separate case. So, I think there are a few things we can do moving forward. One, we can assume for now that Joy Taylor has nothing to worry about, because I don't think that Joy would be in any kind of legal trouble, and then FS1 would still put her on air because it would bring some negative coverage, which I'm sure the network wants to shy away from. So we have that. We also understand that we have to wait. We have to wait and see if this thing is going to grow legs or if it's going to be settled out of court. We don't know, right? So all we're going to do here is just report on the information as it comes out. And this is the last update that this case seems to have, which essentially is saying that now Joy Taylor's back on TV. And I guess now we just have to wait and see what other information comes out later down the tunnel. So what I want to know from you guys, what do you think about this current update? Do you think this update clears Joy Taylor's name? And do you think that she has nothing to worry about? Or do you think that there's more that's going to come out later on? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show, and I'm out. Peace.